Okay.
Let's just broadcast the drilling until we figure out.
So now people will be.
So that wasn't going out.
So certainly people haven't been hearing the sawing. But yeah, either way we're fine now.
All right. I have no idea what happened there, but it's just going on. Right. So where your school, Stuart?
Yeah, so I went to this school from midway through year 5.
Is this it? Is it?
To the end of year 7.
Yeah.
And in that bush just to the right, I threw an apple in there that I hadn't eaten.
Yeah,
at
that's
lunch.
so
After school, tossed it in there with gay abandon, and then turned to look up the street, and there was my dad, who had come to meet me.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, I see. That's it. You chuck away your fruit every day." And he cracked it. He'd worked out that's what I'd been doing.
Had you been doing it every day?
Yeah.
So that bush is full of apples.
But look at it now. I've absolutely fertilised that. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's a great bush, man.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel knowing that that's a product
I
of your...
contributed to that. That's good. Oh, also this is the school where my friend Simon, a Scottish man now, and Scottish boy then, this would have been 1996. Now, he had an English accent because he'd moved down when he was like 7, and he could not do a Scottish accent no matter how hard he tried.
Yeah.
The day after England got knocked out of Euro 96 to Germany, he came in wearing a Germany scarf. And to this day, I still admire that level of trolling. Like pre-internet, absolutely going, yeah, I'm going to do it. And
the
also,
days when you had to troll with your clothes.
With
it requires more dedication.
Winter wear in summer. And to this day, sometimes somebody that I know, who probably didn't even know him at that age, I saw recently after a few years, and they said, "Oh, have you seen Von K recently?" And that is nice that a nickname has stuck for 25 years.
Wow, man. You still see that guy?
I don't actually. He moved to Singapore.
What were you like as a kid? Apart from someone who throws apples in bushes, what?
Yeah, cool little punk. I don't know. Just a quiet little boy. Quite scared. Scared? Yeah.
Scared boy. How are you these days? Are you like anxious? Or are you fairly...
I feel fine now.
Yeah?
I feel alright. Now you just...
How are you with apples these days?
You plug it down. I like an apple now. I tell you,
if you're walking past a bush with an apple, could you control yourself?
I would hold it in the right hand, and I'd make a simple movement to the mouth.
So the bush wouldn't even distract you?
The bush wouldn't even. I wouldn't even think about it now.
So you've grown up as well.
Ambrosia apple from Marks and Spencer.
Are they good, Ambrosia?
Really good. Smooth.
Interesting.
Next
what are they? Which one are they? What are they? There's so many different types of apples. We won't talk about this too long. But
it's plump.
This is just my own research. It's a plump one, is it?
It feels plump.
Is it some apples are too big for one.
For one sitting.
Yeah.
Then find a bush. And move on.
That's where the bushes come in.
Yeah.
Would you ever eat half and throw half away?
No, never.
Then your dad would be like, it would be a tricky decision, wouldn't it?
You can go to where I stick my first paper round.
You're getting better. Right, okay. Where's this place? No. Where?
Keep going the way you were going.
Okay. I thought that was a dead end.
No, we're getting to the high street now.
The Vale.
The Vale of Good Health.
Do you want to check if people can hear that drilling, Colin? Do a shout out. Can you hear this drilling?
I will do, but it was nice that we were
If you can't, we'll ask them to turn it up.
It was nice that we were passing the construction yard while we were hearing
so I didn't even think about that.
We could have pretended.
Pretended sound effects. This, what's that? Ah, that's where you picked up your papers, is it?
That's where I picked up my papers, St. Peter's News.
Oh, St. Peter's. Did you deliver them or throw them in the bin?
I delivered every single one of them.
Did you?
I was really good at my paper round, and I stand by that.
Didn't throw them in the bushes?
No.
No?
I threw some leaflets in the bin once. So I had to deliver some leaflets.
Is that when you have to slip it in the paper?
Yeah.
Extracurricular. What Is this like the main drag?
This is the main drag. So in 2008, the local newspaper. So where's Oliver's Opticians? There it is, right there. So I know, and daughter. Oh, that's nice.
Never seen that before. That's rare, isn't it?
Erica and Oliver.
I like that though. Usually it's and sons.
Yeah, well, she went into the. I know Oliver and Erica.
Is Erica the daughter?
Yes.
Oliver and Erica sounds better. Oliver and Erica's opticians.
Yeah, come on down, get your eyes tested.
And daughter. For some reason that just seems
it does seem...
Because and son would also seem equally fine. Because it's
daughter
always
is
sons.
so
It's always
exempt,
It's always two sons.
Yeah, there's always two sons ready to take over the business.
There is though, isn't it? I'm not imagining that. It's
And
never
the son, though,
but
is an actor. He's a fucking
Is he?
actor. So he's not going to go into looking in people's eyes.
He's not there. But he would, but only in the name of a role.
Yeah, if he was investigating a role. So Oliver Sansom, is instrumental in what he was at least 10 years ago of doing like the nice things in the village. So putting up these flags that you can see in the corner.
Yeah.
They have hanging flower pots.
It was all visual stuff so it could test people's vision.
Yeah.
Have you seen those flags? Then people would be like, what flags? Right.
Get yourself
Here's
in.
some glasses,
But then in 2008, some yobs disrupted the hanging flower pots throughout that main drag, prompting a front page article on the local newspaper saying, "We need Batman to protect our village." It was at height of Batman mania because some flower pots got knocked over. So me and my friend, who I set up my production company with, decided to do a web series where I became Batman for Chalfont Pier. And the local newspaper ran an article every single episode we put out, and the actual journalist appeared in the final episode of the series as himself, and great journalist, poor actor, very poor actor.
Even though he was just being himself.
Just play yourself.
That's when you know you're bad.
Yeah. So that was fun.
Oh, what's that called, man?
It's called Becoming Batman.
Becoming Batman.
We did 2.5 series of it.
Yeah.
The reason why we did 2.5 is because there was time travel involved and a massive cast by that point. We really couldn't keep that up. So we
that sounds
abandoned
good,
it.
man. So what else? Yeah, when did you start doing the comedy? When did you get into the comedy?
I did my first gig in 2006, and formed Turtle Canyon Comedy in 2012, but have been running like a...
Tell people who don't know what Turtle Canyon is. So
Turtle Canyon Turtle Canyon Media is a production company that does a lot of corporate work, and that started way back in 2002, 2003 as a different name, as 2 people, and in 2008 it became 3 people, Al and Nick. And then in 2012 we formed the comedy arm of it. So we produce a lot of online content, but we, have been producing stuff for all the traditional sort of outlets recently as well.
Yeah.
So
it's cool that you do that corporate stuff and you just do loads of your own output, right? Just
we use that to sort of fund the start of it. And now
That's
the
a really
comedy
big model.
side is paying for itself, which is quite nice. Yeah. And that's it.
That's brilliant.
That's it.
So let's this is a little interlude we do in the show.
Oh.
Have you got your music ready, Colin, for the clouds? So this is where we psychoanalyze our guest and we see if you see any pictures in the clouds.
Okay.
Like you're a kid, and you look up.
Yeah.
It's a bit like an ink blot test, but with clouds. Colin's struggling to find the clouds.
I am struggling to find the cloud music too.
For fuck's sake.
I'm taking you out of the clouds.
Just do it with your mouth. It sounds a bit like this. I'll tell you how it sounds. It sounds like this. Oh my god, we harmonise. Did you hear that harmony there?
No, I can't. I don't understand music.
There we go, I told you, didn't I? That was a perfect impression. Alright,
Oh, that's nice.
and this is where you can join in at home as well. So tell us, comment in what pictures you see at the clouds, and Colin will choose a winner. And you're not getting a prize today because you don't deserve it.
Are you punishing the viewers because I was sloppy with the music?
Exactly. Colin fucks up, the viewers get it, right? But back in the studio, what do you see there? What do you see there?
That's
Stuart?
a foot, right? That's a
Is it?
foot.
Show me on there where you.
So we've got the toes.
Oh yeah, fucking hell. That is, I think,
That's an absolute.
that is
foot.
nothing but a foot. Right, anyone who comments in anything but a foot, not only are you not getting a prize, I'm going to come around your house and
We'll
steal
take
stuff. I'm going to
something.
get prizes for myself. So no, that is a foot. You're right. That's the end of the. That's the end of the section.
That's the end of the section.
Yeah, it's a foot.
Wow.
It's the first time when someone's just been.
Does that mean what does that
You're
mean?
just right.
I'm just right.
That is correct.
Yeah. No
That is
psychological trauma. No.
Well, I mean, that definitely is a foot. But I mean, for argument's sake, why do you? Because you saw it before I did. What defeat mean to you?
But defeat me like travel.
Correct.
Yeah.
Also correct.
So I'm past.
Yeah.
I'm not no latent narcissism or. That's my face.
Yeah, that is a foot.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
foot.
it'd be weird.
Just every single
That's just
one.
me. Well, we can do a different one. But what's this?
Okay, that one is. Okay, that's sort of potentially Moby Dick.
Moby Dick.
There's the
whale.
Yeah. There's the.
It's a very specific
the
whale.
mouth. And then obviously because they're very front heavy, those whales. Or the Pinocchio whale.
The famous whale.
There's the eye and the blowhole. And then,
I've never read. Have you read Moby Dick?
and in fact, it's the one book that I just can't finish.
It's long, isn't it? Famously long. I've never read it. It's kind of. I imagine it's pretty much. So
Yeah,
Just
like
looking
that.
at that. All right. That's the Cloud Show. Thanks, guys. Oh, actually, we're still in here. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go now?
413 that splits.
Oh yeah.
Splits Chalfont, east side, west side.
When did you live here until what age did you move from here?
I was here from the age of 9 to the age of 22, 23.
Oh, so quite a while. So is it? Do you still think of this as like your hometown, home?
No, not really. I'm
No?
not a particularly nostalgic person, so
You're not?
it's gone. I remember 9 though, because the postcode was SL9,
Yeah,
and my name is Stuart Laws, and I was 9 when I moved.
that's pretty cool, man.
That helped me as a
Yeah,
child.
yeah. That was a good icebreaker for other 9-year-olds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was very just going to a lot of meet and greets and open
Stuart
houses
Laws.
with some 9-year-olds.
Interesting fact about me.
That garage we just passed used to sell Dunkin' Donuts way before Dunkin' was reintroduced into the UK.
Yeah.
Not
Is
like,
that like a testing
not like
ground?
Beavers were. I think they did, but that would have been, I'd have been doing my paper round around probably about the age of 16. I went long on the paper round. Actually, there was a good little bush back there that I used to urinate in if the need took me mid-round. You don't need to look at that.
How long did a paper round take?
Paper round, mine was 45
Was it?
minutes, yeah.
Quite often you'd need a wee during that.
Yeah, because you'd wake up in the morning and be like, I'm late already, get going. And here
do a wee during the round.
Here comes the fun.
Mid-round wee. I think you had another urine story, didn't you?
Oh, I did, yeah.
About this bush. Which
This
is,
was-
we've jumped to another place now, so tell people where
So this
we're
was
going.
ages 7 to 9 maybe.
And where are we? Where are we in the...
We're in Lent Rise, which is near Burnham. So it's a council estate. Around the back of Slough, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Near to where my nan used to live. Where can we go? So here, that's my house.
Oh, yeah. Usually I don't let people...
Really? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, now you found out I lived on a council estate, maybe you'll fucking let me.
It's a really strong finger.
Very, very strong, but you get taught a lot on the streets. One thing I got taught on that particular street was do not lean under to get a ball from a car perhaps parked there.
Why?
It was about there, because another local oik will start pissing on you for no particular
Did that
reason.
happen?
That happened. It was upsetting, because when you don't expect it, urine's the last thing you want.
Did that toughen you up then?
Yeah. Oh man, it really toughened me up. Now I haven't been pissed on for years. So,
Now when people try that, you're like, I don't want that.
yeah, I say it. I don't want that.
You got to assert yourself, man.
Yeah. That's on the streets.
It's weird, isn't it? Like, the shit kids get up to like that.
It is weird.
It's kind of, you think, what's that guy doing now?
Yeah.
Is he
Still
pissing on now?
Might be. In the house just by that tree, I'd go in there to play with a friend. We'd play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I think on the SNES.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe the Mega Drive. I think it was SNES. Great game. And then I'd head home and hope that there were no balls under cars for me to retrieve.
No bullies. Was this like a roughest thing?
It was quite rough. It wasn't majorly rough, not like when my nan used to live deeper into Slough on the Britwell estate, which is one of the UK's most renowned estates.
Is it?
This would have been 91, probably moved here, 91, 92. So we were transitioning nicely into middle class by this stage.
Yeah.
This was our last stop.
What did your folks do?
My mum, back then she was just a secretary, personal assistant, and then she studied, did an MBA, and is now, I don't really know what it's called, she's like in charge of a support team for some technology.
Yeah, all right.
But you know, if you go ask any more questions, she'd start to get lost.
Yeah.
Really like big top level stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've never understood what my dad did.
Yeah, my dad was
Just does
like
something in
a
an office
salesman.
somewhere.
Would just go and be a salesman at different places for about 6 months to a year.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
go somewhere else and do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, man. And where else is there to go from here?
This was very limited. You could literally go.
Just like this for miles.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. Oh, that's still there. That's good.
Oh yeah. You remember leaving
yeah,
that?
yeah. Oh, that's great. I might go back and get them. That's new. Whatever that is, gated community is. Nice to see a gated community in Lent Rise. What is that for? Have you ever lived in a mews?
Stay out there, mate. Have I lived in a mews?
Yeah.
I don't think so. What makes it a mews?
I think it's just a gate.
There's a little. Is that all it is?
I think it is. Yeah.
Is it?
Because I lived in a mews.
This is almost. I've got an alleyway.
You do have an
Is that a
alleyway.
mews?
I think you need to be able to bring a car in.
Oh, is that right? I haven't lived in a mews.
I'm not sure.
I've lived in a cul-de-sac.
Have you? Well, yeah.
This is a bit.
This is a cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
The definition of a cul-de-sac. Yeah, we go down here. You turn left. You get to some shops, off license, where you'd sometimes go and buy Kick ice cream.
Oh yeah.
Kick ice
Which
cream.
one's good? What does that do?
It was shaped like a foot. Like
Yes,
a cloud.
of course I remember that shit. Like a cloud. All those years ago, you're like, this ice is shaped like a cloud. What's he talking about?
Well, I hope that
It's
comes
a
in
time.
useful.
It's a time travel.
Lent Rise Road, double roundabout, double mini roundabout. Petrol station nearby. Lovely.
Good, all kicking off, mate. So we jump to the next spot,
Yeah.
which is
This is adulthood.
this place. We're in adults now.
Yeah, this is proper first place I lived alone. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
hospital, so I'm not there.
You didn't live there.
But turn to the right.
Where are we in the world?
This is Amersham.
Amersham, all right.
So I actually went to school in Amersham, and then age 25, the business that set up at 18 was now sort of stabilised enough that we could pay ourselves a wage.
The production company.
Yeah.
That's very young, man, to set up a business.
Yeah, we were very lucky that both my business partner Al and myself had parents who would support us and allow us to live at home,
Yeah.
very basically rent free.
That's brilliant, man. So how did you get into doing that?
Just
TV stuff,
started it.
filming stuff.
Just started.
You weren't doing that at college or anything.
No, we made like hidden camera films together at school in sixth form,
Yeah.
and then afterwards we were like, he got a job offer from a old head teacher to make a video of the old head teacher's new school, and my business partner's dad said, "Why don't you ask Stuart to do it, and maybe you could set up a business?" And Al was like, "Well, Stuart's going to university, so he probably won't want to," and his dad was like, "Just ask him." Called me up, and I went, yeah, that sounds much better.
Yeah,
So then we set up a business, did a business plan.
So instead of going to university, you just settled straight on.
I don't think I ever told him I wasn't coming as well. I remember getting a letter saying, "You got your place."
Oh, so you accepted to go and...
I think, yeah.
That's great, man, because you don't... That's the thing, man, in retrospect, you don't really need it, do you?
No. If you're doing anything in the creative arts,
It's just experience. And you got like a huge... To start at 18, there's a huge sort of head start on most people.
We got so many mistakes done out the way early on when we were based in a bedroom when we had no overheads.
Yeah.
So we could afford to... We made a feature when we were 19, 20, based off of the money we made in the first 2 years of doing it. And boy, there were some mistakes we made making that. But also,
what is that for? Wait, can people still see that?
Don't think so. I think there's a trailer for it online somewhere.
Yeah,
it's called Tomorrow. I'd be very happy for it to not be.
As funny as it's hard to get right, isn't it? But that's again very ambitious to make a feature.
Yeah, we were
Straight out
arrogant
the get-go.
enough and confident enough to just go, "Oh, we'll fucking do it," and
Wow, man.
we just did it.
What was it? Was it a drama or comedy?
It was a drama because we wanted to. We'd done like 9 short films that we'd released on DVD before that, which were like action, comedy, mucking about, were like very like genre pictures. That we wanted to do a drama to prove that we were grown-ups, and we were just like to prove to everyone we weren't just little punk kids. We were too young to be doing that sort of stuff. But there, I mean, the
What was
theme
the
of the
story?
show.
What was the story?
It was about a young couple who felt like they were drifting, and he can't get a job, and she's got like a proper job, and she's trying to help encourage him to go out, get the job that he wants. But he meets a mysterious person, gets involved in a drug deal that goes wrong, and
Classic.
everything goes bad for him, and it was all set up from the start that he was the patsy to allow it to go wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
And he fucks up his whole life just because he just had like a weird like middle class urge to make more of his life when actually he was fairly comfortable. In essence, I'm like, oh yeah, that seems like we're on the right side of things. I'm happy with that. Our execution was not as good as our intentions. I think so. I believe in one sex
So I'll
scene,
put a link to that down below in the
one sex
the
scene,
dialogue books.
all it features is him going down on her, but like off screen. It's like he starts to go down and then it fades out, and then we're next day. That's pretty progressive.
It's
For 2004.
That's very forward thinking. Much props. Do you know her? Oh, that's weird. Look at
That's
that.
my
Look at
first
this
girlfriend.
action. Look at this action.
Wow, no wonder their faces are
What do you
blurred.
think of
Look what
that?
they're doing.
What do you
They're
think of
molesting
that
poor
sex
thing.
scene? That is not. That is. You thought you were progressive, mate.
That's the.
We're thinking of the mannequin community.
That's a poster for the prequel to the Saw series.
Yeah, that's terrifying, isn't it? Let's take a picture of that.
Little grab.
Tweet
He
that.
knows all of the.
Tweet
Nice
that.
to
I
see
know all the
all the
moves.
keyboard shortcuts.
And then the shop is called Jigsaw.
I know
so
all the
it's
moves.
definitely-
Oh yeah.
It's,
Yeah, you can make a horror film based around that. That's a bit of
I tell you what, it's a
that's
really
bit of
good Indian
image.
restaurant.
Where?
Let's go around the corner. Keep on going. Yeah, there. Is it a bit further? Look on the right. Rajgate.
Rajgate.
Really good.
Shout out to Rajgate.
Absolute massive shout out to
Give
Rajgate.
that number a ring.
One time,
With the
their
table.
payment machine wasn't working. I didn't have any cash. They said, we know you come back. Pay for it next time.
And you never went back.
And I never went back. And I did
You
pay
did,
for
right.
it.
Thank God
yeah.
for that. Thank God.
I tell you what's good about them is that you can tell that they're making the sauces themselves there.
Yeah.
They're not just
'Cause it
pouring it
takes
out from a
ages.
tin. Like, sometimes you
Yeah,
get it
yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like the consistency is like, it's from a tin.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, they're making this fresh.
The real deal, yeah.
Good guys. I love Rajgate. Rajgate? I love Rajgate.
Rajgate. Tweet him.
Really
I
nice.
sent a tweet to Rajgate.
Best in Amersham.
So let's talk more about Rajgate. No, let's talk. Now, how did you get? Yeah, comment. How did you start doing? How did all that stuff, all the film stuff? How did that translate into you doing stand up?
A friend of mine went to university. Ooh, very impressive. And he started doing gigs there, and he was like,
Who's that? Is he still in comedy?
he doesn't do comedy so much. He writes with me on stuff, and we do things together. And
Oh.
working on a new show together. I'm from a friend called Matt. Shout out to Matt. He's just had a hernia op.
Has he?
Yeah.
Colin's got a honey.
Have you?
yeah, but it's not one that can
A
be
really
operated.
unique
A hiatus hernia.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think my dad had a hiatus hernia.
Yeah, tough stuff.
It's the
Yeah.
coolest one you can get.
It is. You just need a little time out.
Colin had that even before it was cool. Where am I going now? I'm going.
You were going on the A413.
To London.
It does take you to London.
Let's
that's
go to
right.
London.
What was he doing about Matt? Oh yeah, he went to university. He was doing some like gigs there, just where you'd write 10 new minutes every single week, and the same audience would be there,
Yeah, yeah.
and everyone was having the best time of their lives. And I used to, when we went on Christian camps when we were younger together, we used to host the end of camp, like, not performance, like the awards thing, or
Yeah.
whatever it was. It was like the recap of the week. There'd be like, some people would do like a little piano recital, and I mean, it was well Christian camp. And so when he got old and started doing that, he was like, why aren't you doing it? You're a funny guy. And then we saw an open mic night when I was working on a project, a film project, and my other friend, who I set up the business with, Al, he signed me up for it, and then that was it. Then when you do it once, you're stuck.
It's addictive, man. But how do you see the difference? Because I always think the great thing about stand-up is yeah, you can just come up with an idea that morning and just execute it immediately, which is totally different from film.
Yeah. Well, the way Turtle Canyon differs in many ways to a lot of production companies, we make less money, and I get paid way less than I could get paid if I worked for someone else. But we just make stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So
you guys are prolific.
That's why we got into it. We wanted to make stuff.
Yeah.
So we don't really see the point in just having countless meetings discussing how we're going to make something when we can just go and make it.
Yeah, yeah.
So we bought kit deliberately so we can use it. We've got 4 edit suites so we can have everything going whenever we need to. Oh, heading to London.
Yeah. You don't need to be anywhere today, do you?
No, head on into London.
I'm gonna click to my house.
Yes.
And then we'll come through that door.
When
Very meta.
When you head down here, it'll lead into the A40.
Oh yeah.
Which then heads up onto junction 1 of the M40, but you keep on the A40. Look at him, he's casual.
Just chilling up.
You head all the way down there, and then when you get to Hanger Lane, you want to head up onto the North Circular, and that'll take you around to here.
Okay.
Okay.
You got that, Colin?
Yes.
We're gonna do this in Edinburgh. Clicking the length of the UK.
Okay.
We're rolling.
How long is that one going to be?
This will be like 24 hours.
I did
With a rolling cast.
Marathon once that was live streamed with Matt.
Marathon.
Matt.
Running in real life.
No, YouTube marathon.
Okay.
Yeah. So we watched YouTube for 24 hours. And then we live streamed ourselves doing it and had the video of what we were watching in the corner, and it was more arduous. And
what stuff were you watching though? I bet it wasn't as interesting as this.
We'd just lead on to see whatever happened or take suggestions from the audience. We watched Ronnie Pickering a lot. You remember Ronnie Pickering?
Yeah.
You know who I am? Ronnie Pickering.
Yeah.
I can't even remember now. It got so bleak at times.
What do you think of trying to do? Because the comedy that you do is it's kind of within the realm of you work with lots of well-known stand-ups and stuff like that. Because I always think of realizing doing this. There's 2 different worlds. There's the sort of stand-up comedy world and the YouTube comedy world.
Right. Yeah.
They seem to be very different, but you guys seem to be making what I think of as it sounds like really snobby when I talk, but legit comedy on YouTube.
Well,
what a thing to say this. I feel like I can say that because we're making the most obscure thing that no one ever watches. But we have artistic integrity.
Yes.
I'm going to click to London, whether you watch it or not.
You're coming up
but
to Little Chow. No, you're coming up to Chalfont and Giles in a little bit.
I don't know quite what my point was there, but
well, it's
YouTube's its own world.
YouTubers, I guess that's the language of what they create is very different. I mean, there's loads of really great ones, stuff that I've watched. There's loads of really tough watch ones. But we've worked.
Do you work with YouTubers?
We work with a few of them on things. Normally, it's been to work on we did a web series with Spencer FC, who is a footballing YouTuber.
Yeah.
He used to do stand up actually. He's a good guy. He's a funny guy, and he has a real comedy love. But the videos that he makes on one side are way more YouTuber sort of thing, and so he wrote a book and he wanted to make a web series to promote that, and for that he wanted to do a mockumentary about him trying to avoid writing another YouTube book.
Okay.
So that was him being right, well, we're going to try something different. It was interesting seeing it go up on the channel because he had to preface it all by saying we're doing something a bit different now.
Yeah.
Because
to warn people.
Yeah. But I think it went down really well, and people were this is great, we'd like to see more of this sort of thing. But when you're producing content every week, or every day for some people, there's got to be a trade-off with the creative process.
Yeah.
Whereas what we do is we go for that sweet niche, which is people who like original comedy from great stand-ups that aren't household names.
Yeah.
And that is a niche that's difficult to find. I think we found
you've built an audience.
About 2,000 people who are into it. But
But also, isn't it that just thing of making content and, do you know what I mean, that because any one of those ideas could get transferred to TV, right?
Yeah, and I mean we did a couple of web series with James Acaster, who called Sweet Home Ketteringa, and then we crowdfunded the next series called Sweet Home Lahnsteineringa, where we went to the German twin town of Kettering.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
And that's on the strength of that, a film we did with Sky recently was like that was the proof of concept that we did that.
Exactly, yeah.
And then we did this Christmas short with Sky last year, where James turned on the Christmas lights in Kettering. It was mad, because I mean, they put on so much music. There was fake snow. Members of the panto, the local panto, there, and James just was there pulling a lever and then dancing around to Mariah Carey on stage while the whole town is going hog mental. It was a lot of fun. So and then we take some of the series that we do and we go, oh, can that be developed into something else? And then we've had meetings that have either gone nowhere or now are in places where it's like, oh, we could do something with that. Or there's one with Ian Smith. Is Ian been on this show?
Yeah, he did this.
Ghoul.
Yeah.
We went to Ghoul.
I think I watched a bit of that actually. Yeah.
Really fun to go to Ghoul.
Yeah.
And meet the country's youngest mayor, 20 years old.
Oh, that guy was really. Yeah, I thought he was. Yeah.
We had to put on the thing saying brackets the actual mayor.
Yeah. No, I assumed it was an actor.
Otherwise, people were like, the real mayor. And then at the end of each episode, we just have a big old drink, and just watching the mayor and Ian Smith on a canal boat, Tom Pudding downing massive WKD blues.
Yeah.
That's just what a magical life I lead.
That sounds really cool, man. That's nice. I say we look at. Oh, hang on. This is your grand's house, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
We're going to look at this.
Well,
no, that's the shops. We had to go back in time to look at this.
Yeah.
But why did you want to look at this place?
I wanted to look at this place because it is the Brickwell estate. Because I wanted to.
Oh, is this that place you were saying was quite rough?
Yeah, it was rough. Like it wasn't until I was a certain age that I was allowed to walk to the shops. So you can see there the walk is probably. So she lives just down Goodwin Road, or lived just down Goodwin Road.
Down there. Yeah.
So it's probably like 200 metres to the shops, but it was still a thing of fear for my parents to be like, yeah, you can go down there. So we'd always have to be accompanied. So she lived just before there on the right. But she got robbed by members of her own family, which is a classy thing to do. Some cousins of mine, I think, knew where her jewellery was and her little cash stash. Actually, one thing I remember, buying my first ever poster and then going over from the Slough shopping centre and then going over to my nan's afterwards and then being like, what did you buy? And then having to show a poster of Pamela Anderson from Baywatch. That's just flooded back to me.
Amazing. Yeah. Posters were really exciting. I remember getting well excited about posters.
Oh, and you could just flip through.
Yeah, it was in HMV, wasn't it? That like.
Yeah. A lot. Of
fun. That was really exciting. So what other memories did you have from your gran? Apart from showing her soft pornography.
Here you go, Gran. Have a little look at that. Mainly just the fact that we were having to go to this area, which was pretty rough, and be like, right, this is fine. Like my aunt lived pretty much just near there, so everyone sort of lived in quite close areas around it. Apart from a couple of members of her, she had 7 daughters and 1 son.
Wow.
And a few of them sort of not escaped, but climbed into the middle class. Lived well away from anywhere near this area, which my parents managed to do when I was 9, and they took me to Chalfont and Peter, which was very nice of them. But it was mainly because the area is now very different, because this is 2008 still.
Yeah.
So
we can go forward in time.
Can we go forward in time?
Yep. To 2014.
I mean, it looks the same there.
It looks exactly
the shops that I used to go to, which was way back, the end of Goodwin Road, are now not there, and they're now like luxury, beautiful new builds. I never went down that road. This one, I never knew that was there. This is it. I literally knew my nan's house, and then the road to the.
Well,
to the
that's all you see, isn't it?
You're not allowed any further.
Interesting. So I say we've got this, which is where you live in London. But I say I almost totally forgot about the VR.
Oh yeah.
So I say, have you used one of these before?
Mm-hmm.
So I say why don't we end the show by looking at where you live now in virtual reality? Which now I say it makes no sense at all. You know, the place where you just came from.
In the context of the show.
But so if you put your hand up here, do you know how to do the voice activation?
No.
So I'll do it. So
Yes.
after you see the microphone pop up,
Yeah.
say the name of where you want to go.
Okay.
You don't have to go. You don't have to go where you're living now. You can go anywhere if you like. Where would you like to go?
Ruislip.
All right. So when you see the little microphone go, say
Okay.
that.
Oh, there it is. Ruislip. Up there is Ruislip. Shouldn't have said.
Let's do it.
Ruislip.
Oh, it's.
There it is. Now we're off.
Smashing it.
Ooh la la.
So how does it feel looking at
Are you guys keeping your clothes on?
Ruislip in virtual reality?
Yeah, it's nice. Oh, hello.
You can hold the mic actually. That's your mic.
There it is. Lovely. And can we... There's the button. Ah, there we go. Off we go down here. I'm not sure. What road is this that I'm on? Can you see?
It doesn't say there's no street names in virtual reality.
Damn straight. Manor Way. Where the hell am I? Where's the button to get the microphone up?
So if you, on the side here, can you feel there's a little lump of plastic?
Oh.
So you pull down
Okay.
and then say, okay.
Just said the word okay.
Oh, the OK Corral. What is this?
West Ruislip.
Till I die.
Aha. Here we go. There's my tube station.
Oh yeah.
Lovely bit of business.
Is that where you came today?
No, I drove today. How do I turn around? I'm going to have to just get up.
Yeah, go on, mate.
My flight's open.
Oh, you're doing alright.
Only virtually.
Then I'm okay with it. Where am I?
You might have to hold the mic closer.
Here we go. Alright, there we go. Okay. We're going the right way now. Okay. A lot of fun this.
This is good, isn't it?
Okay. Off we go. Off we go. What? I've gone the wrong... Oh, fucking hell. Okay, I have to get up again. A lot of fun. Okay. We filmed... we filmed a little comedy short there with Mark Smith and Mark Silcox called Night Pay. I recommend...
Mark Silcox is funny, man.
Very funny. I reckon the opening shot is literally this right now.
What, the back of someone's head?
We're seeing what I'm seeing.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, the garage. Yeah.
That's great.
That's
what
nice,
we're
man.
seeing.
Yeah, you could go in VR to recce places, right?
We do that a lot. Where am I? Come on, up there. Where am I going now? Okay. Oh, terrible. This must be what it must feel like to be like a frontiersman. Where is it? There's the Conservative Club, just over there. That's where I spend my Friday and Saturday nights.
Oh yeah, with the boys.
With the boys eating pork scratchings and shagging all the birds. It is weird. Alright, there's my roundabout. So there, ahead, we're getting the pointer, like the central pointer.
Say again?
That house there between the two trees above the sign.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Up there where that chimney is, the first chimney, there's a window to the right of it. That was my old window about a year and a half ago.
That's where you live.
I could look out there, spit at the locals. Where am I? I filmed in that pub that's just over to the right there. I filmed everywhere.
Is there anywhere you haven't filmed?
Japan.
Japan.
You could be changing the art of location scouting as we speak by doing it virtually.
This is it. I recommend it. I've always you've got to check it out, and also for parking. I fucked someone in that phone booth.
Is that true?
You just pointed at me.
I've never had sex in a phone booth, but I
believe you did.
I thought it would be funny to.
I think you did, and you're backing out of it now.
I wouldn't.
Don't get anyone in trouble. It's got a KFC advert on as well.
Yeah,
that makes it extra classy.
KFC advert.
Well, that would be coverage for privacy. You could.
That is true.
Oh, that is true, actually. Actually, you know what? I might
Colonel's
do
covering
it.
your balls.
You know
I'll
what?
do. There's still time.
Comment
Comment
below.
Comment in.
If you're up for it.
Meet at the phone box.
Uh,
Meet in VR. Have you ever tried VR pornography?
I haven't, because the only VR access I have is at work.
It's right now and it's live streaming.
Yeah, can we get some porn on this?
Because that is the final part of the format. Colin, if you'd like to play the music. It was meant to be a saxophone, it was more like a trumpet.
Very calming porn music.
That is, if that doesn't say erotica, I don't know what does.
There's my window. Look, let's see if I'm up there. Can we go back to...
That's you.
Can we go back to...
I don't think you can go back in time in this one.
Oh, right. That might be me, just staring out that window. What's that? Go on, Dave, what's that one?
Chicken.
The chicken.
Roast chicken, man.
I think that's the...
Definitely, or a frog, actually.
That's the logo for the Isle of Man.
What is the logo for the Isle of Man?
It's like three...
Oh, that weird
Yeah,
night
yeah.
thing, yeah. Yeah, it is a bit like that.
A lot of fun, actually. Look into that. I actually looked
Do you know
into that
anyone who lives
person's window a few times from over there.
Did
to
you?
Be like,
That's always a weird relationship, isn't it? The
Yeah.
opposite neighbour.
Yeah.
I have that here, man. Look out there at the office people. Do you ever... you ever throw an apple in that bush?
is that you?
How did you know you were looking at me? You could have been looking at me.
Could have been. Ah, Greenford. My good old friend Greenford.
Mr. Greenford.
What
I reckon, did we get any... Colin, give me the special signal.
What is the special signal?
You don't know, mate. I'll tell you afterwards.
But Bobby Carroll did ask for more pissing stories. If you have
More
Bobby
pissing
Carroll!
story. There
Yeah.
we go. Audience interaction.
if you have any in the bank.
I love Bobby. I
Why don't
love
we
Bobby
end it-
so much.
I say we jump out the VR.
Okay. You take it up.
Whoa, that's
Oh.
tight as fuck now.
It's like waking someone up out of sleepwalking.
Why don't we... Have you got any more pissing stories to wrap up?
No, Bobby used to have one in his stand-up.
Really?
It described being pissed off as being like the Bond scene with the laser, but just a very warm laser of piss going down your chest.
Well, he sounds like he's had a lot of experience of it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
Did he grow up in your area as well?
I don't know where Bobby
Got a
grew
lot of
up,
balls
actually.
from under cars.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say that now. He's not performing stand-up himself anymore.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
I've taken
It's
away
more just
some
a
of his.
real story.
Where were we there? Oh, that's back in Slayer.
Back in South. I say we round it off by going back to your hometown. Although we've walked down the road a little bit. But imagine if you saw... There's a bit of a litter there. If you saw the 7 or 8 year old Stuart Laws walking down the street and you could give them some advice, what would you say?
I'd say when Dave makes the offer, say no.
Don't do it. Don't do the show.
Don't do it. It'll be exposing.
Don't do the
Tell
show.
a pissing story. You'll feel embarrassed about it. You'll imply that you fuck someone in a phone booth. And now
I didn't imply anything.
There's a
People
level
say
of-
things. I assume.
there's
I
a level
expect a
of
level
doubt
of
to it.
truth on this show. You know, if people say it.
We could go to where I had my first kiss.
Really?
We could do that very quickly.
All right. Where do I go?
Is that where you would take your younger self?
Yeah.
That's what you would say to
This
your
is where it's going to be.
I'll show you the technique, and then
I'll
you just
take
kiss
over.
it. You just kiss yourself. Yeah. You go.
I'll take over very briefly.
This is how you do it.
What if your first kiss was your time traveling adult self?
I wouldn't put it past
That'd
me.
be worrying.
Right, Amersham. Amersham features a lot in this.
Yeah. That's where my mum grew up as well.
Is it?
Or Chesham.
Oh yeah, I will never ever ever imply that's the same again.
Are they quite different?
will
I always
end
think
you.
of it as Amersham for some reason.
Well, you need to change that in your own head. You can get really, really angry. Right. Here we go. Now we're getting into the juicy stuff. That, right.
Here?
In there.
What's that? Is that a church thing?
Like a little community hall. No, I wasn't always in the church thing. I was in a.
It does look like a church.
It does. It
space.
look a bit like a churchy thing. I am a non-religious person. I just happen to have gone to church for a long time.
Colin works in a church.
Do you?
Yeah.
Loser! Nah, take it, man. You take it. Alright?
As a, what do they call it again?
A verger.
He's a verger, man.
Are you?
Yeah.
Virgin on the ridiculous.
Yes.
This has been Dave Green Street. No, what, so who did you kiss?
Someone called Rachel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Good night.
How old were you?
17.
Is that a fact?
That is a fact. Yeah. Old.
Yeah.
Old. There wasn't a lot of, because in the Christian circles I was in, I was obviously the bad boy, because I was non-religious.
I thought that the myth is, though, there's a lot of kissing and heavy petting going on, but no penetration, because that's...
No penetration.
Do you know what I mean? I always thought it was like everything but...
Everything, just butt stuff, did you say?
Everything.
Everything but.
It's all,
That's
like,
a lot
all
of
butt
butt
stuff.
No, not for...
Mind you, I went to church and that's not like I got any
very shy
action.
boy though,
Yeah.
so I just wasn't, I had a girlfriend for like 2 weeks once where I don't think we even held hands.
Yeah.
I was the age of 16, so, very nervous.
That was exciting though, wasn't it? That was
Very
it's a
exciting.
potential.
Yeah,
And you do it all and you're like, this is alright. But
This is alright, I'll go and watch Austin Powers
preferred-
2 with you.
yeah.
Yeah, of course I will.
I preferred the suspense.
Yeah, whereas now it's all like dicks and pussies.
It's all, it's
all
gross.
mucky. It's disgusting. Very mucky.
Yeah.
And butts.
And the butts.
Anyway, that's where it all began.
Yeah, man.
The slow slide.
I say we end the episode by a slow pan up to the sky.
It's beautiful, actually.
As if you've died.
That's like the end of...
Forrest Gump. Ding, ding, ding,
Yeah,
ding,
yeah.
ding, ding, ding. Cue the music, Colin. No, Forrest Gump.
A bit of Silvestri,
That's it, man.
my boy.
Thanks for coming on the show, Stuart.
My pleasure.
I've been Dave Green. This has been Dave Green's Street View Show. Here with Stuart Laws, my man Colin Chadwick. Make sure you subscribe for future eps. Dave Green signing off. Thank you. That's it.